You mentioned Tony D'Angelo. Have you been keeping up with NXT of what they're doing down there?
I, I keep up with it every week and I watch.
Nice.
And, you know, the writers write this stuff. And the way sometimes it comes across on TV might not be as it should. Because if you're mob guys,
Hmm.
if one guy's getting beat up, just for an instance, and I like the whole group, and
Yeah.
this is just educational piece. If you beat if we wrestle one guy in a four-man group, that means you beat all four guys. And if none of the four guys jump in to help out, you're supposed to be wise guys. You're supposed to be there to take the back. The boss shouldn't be doing the heavy lifting. The boss should be on the outside. Now, if I was with them and I'd be on the outside, and if I had Tony D'Angelo to manage him and guide him and groom him, he would be a champion on the next level because he's got the tools. And this is not to say anything about the other three people who are in the group who are they have a good look, they're hard workers, but they're focusing on him and then he's trying to lead. And being a young guy in the business at 27, 28, I'm not sure how old he is, right? But how could you be a Don status if you're just starting out in the business when somebody who's been through all the business and been, a leader in multiple groups, that's the guy you want to have in your corner, right? Because I can always pull something out of my hat and I can always pull something, I have something up my sleeve and I'll still bring us to the promised land, but make him better. And that's the object of the whole thing. For me, wrestling, can I still wrestle? Yes. People are saying, man, you still move fast, you still do that. But I keep myself in shape to where I can. But realistically, they're not going to put a title on me. They're not going to give me a championship run. So you go for the other side where occasionally I'll get in. There hasn't been a bumping Bobby Heenan manager in years. I would love to be that guy because Bobby Heenan had a stable. He had heels. He knew how to bump. He knew how to work the crowd. He knew how to talk, get in people's faces, and you waited for him to bump.
Right.
I'm saying so, like it was something of greatness there, and nobody's duplicated Bobby Heenan, and he had a world of knowledge. He helped mentor me during my time in WCW. It's something you don't forget, and the guys like that who take the time, like the numerous amount of veterans who shared their knowledge with me, which I say thank you to all of them if they're watching. You all know who you are, and that goes to every vet who took me aside and say, "Hey, Vito, hey, Skull, do it like this. How about if we do this?" And that comes from me being in the WWF
Mhm.
in 1991.
Yep.
Because I didn't start out really on the indies. I started out there. I did a little bit of indies, but here I am wrestling Bret Hart, The Rockers, The Boss Man, British Bulldog, The Undertaker, Virgil, Owen and Coco, Tatanka, a whole Typhoon,
Yep.
whole slew of great veterans who didn't kill me, but they took the time to teach me. Guy like Honky Tonk Man, who I wrestled numerous amount of times, and shared so much with me. The Warlord, who's a monster, right? Took the time. Bill Eadie, Ivan Kolo, Nikolai Volkov.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And here I'm
Yeah.
rounding up these guys I wrestled, and a Hogan, a Flair, a Luger, a Kevin Nash. You know what I mean? Guys who were savvy, who shared. And this is what the business misses. And I never forgot that.
Rewind, recap, relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.